am Layla, process driven. Here we go. I grew up in a happy home that was obsessed with business. While this photo was taken a while ago, it perfectly describes my family's relationship to business. My parents are serial small business owners. My brother now runs that business. My sister jumped course to her own career, and I just couldn't seem to get out of the way no matter how much it scared me. You see, I was obsessed as a kid with making little things feel special. Ordinary events like cutting strawberries turned into a spectacle to avoid cleanup. To me, entrepreneurship seemed like the opposite of special. It seemed like a special sort of death sentence filled with high stress and low pay. I did not believe in the hashtag boss life. Now, while I was always very inventive and stubborn, I never wanted to build something that would destroy me. That's why I built this 10-foot-tall robot for art show with chicken wire and not AI. After college, with fresh debt and a fresh degree, I made the safe choice and I took a corporate job in corporate finance. Now, I quickly realized that Dolly Parton was right about the 9 to 5, and I was terribly bored. I was desperate to find ways to express my entrepreneurial energy, and when I won first prize in the company pumpkin carving contest, I had my big eureka moment. That's when I started my first business, trying to sell carved pumpkins on Facebook. Yeah, as I waited for the pumpkin orders and the pumpkin empire to grow, my now husband was starting his own timber framing business. Now, the office work of a timber framing business was hardly what I'd call creative, but by the time December had come and the anticipated pumpkin orders did not, I realized I would do well to explore other options. So, to my surprise, I found that there was a special type of creativity involved in the work that went into a small office. Now, unlike my day job, where no amount of productivity would get me out before 5 p.m., the work to be done wasn't endless. If I worked smarter and used the right tools, I could actually do the same amount of work in less time. Now, that's when the second, much better eureka moment came. You see, I used to love creating art for my mom because it made her feel special. But this work I was doing now, it could be an even better gift. By connecting little businesses and technology, I could destroy the very thing I feared most about entrepreneurship, that never-ending, life-sucking hustle. Now, fast forward a few months and my corporate stint came to an end, took a huge leap, and started marketing myself as the person who would do busy work for small businesses. And I waited, and I waited, and for months, no jobs came in. So I started to get pumpkin carving flashbacks, thinking this was another failed idea. But that's when I realized I was marketing myself all wrong. Me doing office work was a band-aid that made me feel special. But my goal wasn't to help me. It was to help small business owners cure small business. So I flipped the script and started to train business owners to push the right buttons in their own technology so they could be the superhero. Now, in hindsight, this made sense. When I was in college, one of my first econ classes showed me a chart like this, and it said the more labor you put in, the more output you got out, unless you added technology, which might be a software, a cotton gin, or a checklist. And then you could produce a lot more without any more labor. So when growing business owners, whether they're on their own or have a team of 30, are overburdened with the amount of output they need to do and the amount of labor they needed to do it, of course the solution was technology. Now, that meant that the business owners needed to be the ones pushing the buttons and being the hero of the day, not me. So fast forward another year and I've established a successful small company. Process-driven helps tiny businesses work more efficiently with way more personality by combining creativity with existing software-as-a-service platforms. The goal is simple, to make our clients and our clients' clients feel really special, but without wasting our life on busy work. So how exactly does it work? At Process Driven, I research a ton, and I mean a ton, of software that help with the boring parts of business. Signing contracts, creating proposals, scheduling appointments. Then, I get to know business owners and matchmake them with tools that will make their lives so much easier. Hard work goes a long way in greasing the gears of really inefficient processes. So to find out what's broken, I start by finding where the owner is spending their energy. And at this point, I really want to get to know how their brain works. Are they more of a flow charter or a spreadsheet person? Do they organize with colors or shapes? And what motivates them to change a bad habit? Once I know what makes our client feel in control, we start getting into the nitty-gritty of the business, or the actual work they need to do. On paper or online, we literally write out the steps in the tasks they do every single day. This brain dump can sometimes turn into business therapy as we start identifying all of the hours of tasks that they could be doing for free using simple software. Now, at this point, clients go a little wild when they start realizing all the time saving that's adding up, because little things like switching from sending a PDF contract that the client has to then print and scan and sign back, to instead via technology where you literally press one button and a digital contract is created, can save hours of busy work on every project. And because technology evolves so quickly, most of my projects involve taking outdated systems and updating them. I work with hundreds of unique systems to solve clients' problems. For example, this is an online training app we built to modernize employee training for a young sales team in Hanover. Now, if I've lost you, tune back in because I've got a metaphor to catch you up. Most businesses are like a piñata. They're shiny, put together, and they have pretty branding. But underneath, they are fragile and made with stress and sweat and memory of the owner. But this is an adult piñata we made for our wedding last year, and it was so tough it actually almost pulled the tent down. I make businesses as strong on the inside as they are on the outside, just like that piñata. Now, to be clear, I have definitely been guilty of overworking, just ask my husband, but long hours because you're in the flow of creating is not the same as long hours because you've wasted 2 hours every day this week manually reminding clients about appointments. You run out of time to do the work that you really want to do. So, in conclusion, I believe connecting inventive entrepreneurs with the tools they need to make more impact in less time could be the vaccine for the curse of entrepreneurship I saw and feared growing up. Once I stopped trying to be the hero, my clients stepped up and became the hero. And this is how I use technology to make entrepreneurship more human.